So I'll open my document. I will start to making this one the step. So I will go to file and put a new one. Right. So new document. So this is a brand new one. And first I have to change the paper size. For that, go to this layout tab. Right. Then go to the size. So here you can see a small down arrow. Click on that. Right. So you can see a lot of options, paper size, right? So I want to pick this one, A4, right? Because my activity says right. Choose change paper size paper into A4, right? Right. This is the first one, right? So I have created a document with the A4 pages. Right, then the second one is margins. So that means I have to set a different margins. To that, go to the layout again, and the first option is a margin. See, go to that one, right? So here you can see different margins. I mean the predefined margins, but I want to set a different one, right? So in my case, I can see last custom setting is this one because I have already created this one. I mean, use this one. So, but I want to make a new margin. For that, go to the custom margins, right? But if you want to select a normal one, normal or narrow or moderate one, so you can pick one of these. But I want to go to the custom margin. So go to custom margins, right? So here we have a different options. So that means we can change this margin sizes, right? So my top margin is 2 inches. 2 inches, and the rest of the things, I mean the rest of the margins should be and 1 inch, right? So all these are 1 inch, but this one is 2, right? The orientation is portrait, and your pages multiple, and this is very important one. Apply to whole document, right? So because that means we can apply this margin into into separate sections too, right? So when I check this option, what are the options available under the apply to? So there are two. One is whole document. This is this point forward, right? This point forward. Right. Anyway, so I'll pick a whole document for now. And click OK. Right. Then you can see, so my cursor is here, right? Now it's in 2 inches from the top, right? So that means I can type anything, right? Right. So I'm already recording, so don't worry about that one. And another thing is I have already uploaded the recorded videos to the LMS. So simply I uploaded all the videos to the YouTube and share the link with the, I mean, to the LMS, right? So you can go to that for the previous videos, right? And now my cursor is here, so that means I can type anything here, but I can't go to the this area because it is now it's not in the active region. So actually it's in the header area, right? When you change the margins, especially top and bottom, it goes to header and footer, right? So now my active region is this area, right? Now I have to add the image, right? So you can download the image from the university site, and I gave you yeah. So I copy this image and I will paste that into here. So the easiest way is copy image from the browser and right? You can use shortcuts, control V to paste the image. So this is one method. And if not, you can right click on the this place, I mean on the cursor. And here you have several options, right? Keep source formatting and merge formatting and picture. So you can pick one of these, right? If you want. Another one is, so you can download the image and then go to the insert. And here you have an option called picture. So go to that one and go to the this device, right? And then you can pick the correct image from your device, right? It's also possible, right? You can use either method. I mean, using this one, go to insert and putting picture here, and or you can just copy and paste, right? So I will use the copy and paste method because this is a very simple one, and I need to resize this one. So I can minimize this one or change the size by dragging one of these corner buttons. I mean these dots, right? Click on this one of these dot and move your mouse, right? It will automatically change the size. Or once you place this one, I can you can select this image, right? So after that, you can see another tab. It will appear another tab. You can see this tab, picture format. Go to that one, and here you have a size. I mean, you can give a value to the height and width, right? So if you want, you can use that one too. And if you want to crop this image, so that means, let's say you want to get a half of this image, you can simply do that, right? So there are several options here, right? Right. So this is my image, and yeah, so I resize my image. And the next one is I have to set this image at the middle of the page. I mean, I have to set this orientation. I mean, this one into the center. So I can select this image and select this center alignment. Right. Okay, then we have to insert the title. So title here. I'm not going to type all the things. So this is my title. Okay, I will do report title. Right. So I need to change the font into Times New Roman and font size. So to change the font face, size, and the color and everything. So first you have to select all the font, right? I mean all the text, right? Word or phrase. Then you have to go to the home. Then under the font area, so here you can pick a font face. Then you can change the font size. So mine is 28. And I have already select this option, alignment center. If not, you can select that one too, right? Center. Right. Is everything right? So you did the same thing, right? How did how change CM to inch? Just type INO, so you can simply yeah, that's also. So go to the layout. So I'll show you one. And so just type these double quotations. Yeah, it will automatically convert into inch, right? Don't worry about the measurements. I mean the units, right? You can use either methods. That means if you want, you can use two double quotation quotes, or you can use two IN. Right. So now the most important thing is now I have changed the font face, size, and everything, but I'm still using a normal text style, right? So if you are using, I mean, if you use, let's say you are typing, yeah, this is a title, right? So normally, if you're using a title for a document, so you can use this title style. So style is very, very important to when you create a document, because uh, these styles follows all the things. I mean, if you are making an automatic generated table of content, it follows these styles, right? Without having these proper styles, so you can't generate that one. So this is very important one. For the title one, so you can use this title style. But the thing is, so when you click on or when you select this title style, so the whole formatting and everything change. I mean, without content, I mean the formatting, basically formatting will change into this title style. So how can we change? I mean, how can you keep the title style as it is? I mean, as this one. Right? Right? So you can simply type whatever you want, and you can change the font size, face, and everything. But it is not the correct way, right? So you have to add, or you have to use this one of the style. So since this is my first one, I mean, this is my title of the document, so I can pick this one. The problem is when I select this one, right? See this, the formatting and everything change into the title style. But I don't want to keep the title as this one. I don't want to change the font face and size and everything again. So how can we do that? The first, so we have two methods. So first one is I can change all the things. I mean, you can simply type the whatever the thing you want, and after that you can change, can adjust the formatting, and after that go to the title and right click on this one, right? Then you can select this one, update title to match selection, right? So once you select this one, this will automatically change. I mean, the title will change its formatting into this one, this formatting. That means we have already used format into used format, right? This is the first method, right? Or else we can use just right click on this title style and then go to modify, right? So after that, you can see this kind of window. So here you can change the font into Times New Roman size 28. And if you want to change the alignment to center, so you can do that and then click OK. Right now, my title has has already changed into these options, this spec. After that, I can select this text and click on this title style. Right. So now my title has a title style, right? You can see that. So you can click on this title, and after that you can see that the style has already selected to this one, title one, right? So now I have to enter the insert the rest of the things, right? So I'll enter from this point. Right? Now automatically my style has moved to normal one because from this point, I mean, this line is belong to normal style, right? But this line is belong to title style. Okay, so the second part is this one. So you have to type all these things by your name, index, blah, 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 right? So you have to use this as a subtitle, right? Okay, so I can write name, index, uh, 110, dot sc electronics and auto. Right. So now I have to do the same thing. So I can select all these things, right? And select subtitle. Right. But the subtitle, I mean, the formatting of the subtitle is not, I guess, I mean, my document. So I have to change the font size and everything. So I can change this one by right click on this subtitle option style and go to modify. Then change the font into Times New Roman and font. This one, 14 and align center. Change the 14 and align center. Right. But font color is a little bit different because subtitles comes with a light kind of a light gray color. So I can change font color to into black. Right. So automatic. Right. But in my document, I think spacing is also different, right? So it's a very, I mean, these lines are very close to each other. So I can change the spacing, right? So select this one to go to the paragraph option and select one of these. I mean, so you can simply remove after paragraph option and you can update the changes or apply the changes into the subtitle style. Right. Anyway, so I can move this into bottom of the page. Right. Right. So we have completed the first part, first activity. So you can see the which functions that you have used to create this one using this show hide icon. So once you click on that one, so you can see a different kind of yeah, different mark, right? That means so this represent /n, I mean the new line symbol, right? Right. Then we have to add another page. So what are the ways that we can add another page to this document? So you can simply go to the end of the line, in end of this line, and hit enter, right? So it will generate another sheet or another page, right? But it is not the correct way to add a new page to this document because you need to change, you need to follow a different type of page numbering and all these things. So that means you have to use a different way to add a new page to this document, right? So Right? If the document have some, different areas or different type of styles, that means we have to separate this document into different sections, right? Otherwise, you can't generate or you can't add different page number styles or different margins, right? So margins also different in this, varying this page number 2, in the second page, right? So we have to add another section to this document. For that, go to the layout. Here you can see a option called breaks. Click on that one, and under the section breaks, select this one, next page. Right? So you can create a new section. You can simply add a new section to your document. Now I have added a new page. I can see a new page, but this page is different. So you can see that one. So I will activate this show file button, right? After click on this one, so you can see a kind of different text here, right? Dots. So that means it indicate different section. I'll delete one line. Right. So 5 is something there. Right. Now I have to change the margins into one page to page number 2. Right. For that, click on the page 2 and go to the layout, go to the margins and custom margins. So now I can change this into 1. Right. So that means from this point onwards, I have to use 1 inch margin for all 4 areas, right? And orientation is portrait, and this is very important. Again, apply to these sections. Otherwise, it will change all the margins, including the first page, right? So we have now this point on forward, right? Whole document and this section, right? I'll select this one, this section. Okay. So now my document has 2 different margins. The first one, see, so here you can see my ruler here. So the margin of the first page and the top margin of the first page is 2 inch, but in the second page, the top margin is 1 inch. It has already changed into that one. Okay, so now, so getting to this document, now I have to insert a table of content here, right? So I'll click on normal style. To add a table of content, automatic generator table of content. So you have to go to the reference, right? Go to the reference tab. The first option is table of content. So you can pick one of these. So yeah. So I like this option. Automatic table too. So I'll pick this one. Right. So it says no table of contents entries found. That means still we don't have use. We didn't use any of the formatting or titles to add the contents to this part. But don't worry about that one. So we can do it later, right? So this is my automatic generator table of content. So I'll show you how to include that Okay. So first, you have to click on this page and activate this page, and then go to references. Then you can select one of these table of content. Right, don't worry about that. Right, message and so. Okay. Okay, I'll add some headings to change this table of content. For that, I have to add two more pages and these informations. I mean these titles. Right. Okay. I'll add another page, but I'm using the same thing, same structure. That means I have to separate this page. I mean another section from this point onwards. Otherwise, I can't generate a different page number. Right? I'll click layout, breaks, next page. Right. So again, we can see this one, right? So these are the options I have used until this point. Right? I have used a section here, another section here. So that means I have divided my document into three sections. First section, first page, second section, this page, and third section. Okay. Now I have to type this one. Action. Background. Background. So still I'm using the normal style for these titles, but I have to use different styles with this heading, right? Otherwise, these headings will not go going into this table of content, right? So I have to select this one, right? And apply heading one style. And change the background into heading two style. And third one, again, heading one style. Right? And I'll show you how to work with the table of content. Now go to this one and update. Click on this option, update table. Right? See, it will automatically generate this one. Right? You don't worry about. I mean, you don't need to type all these things manually. Right? So it will automatically grab these heading styles, right, into and bring those into this table of content with page numbers, right? But the thing is, so you have to change this font, this, I mean, font faces and sizes and everything. Right? Right? So I can change or modify the style, I mean, the formatting of the heading style one. Change, right click on this one and select modify. Change the font into Times New Roman, color into black, and size into 14. See, all this style has changed, right? You don't need to change all the headings one by one. Right? When you update the entire style, I mean the style, so it will update the entire format, right? So I will change the second one to Times New Roman 13 and black. All right. Right. So you can update the table by clicking on this one. So it will ask two options. One is update page numbers only. That means you don't need to update the headings. But if you want to update all the things, so you can select update entire table. Right. Still, this font follows a different style. That means so I have to change the normal style too, because my body text should be in the Times New Roman with 12 in size and uh, justify, right? Alignment and justify. Okay, now all these things change into Times New Roman and all the topics and content and everything in the given space, right? So I can insert some. All right. So now let's see how to insert numbers to this one. I mean these titles for these titles. So you can simply click on this one, numbers. If you want to adjust these lines, so you can do that one from here, from the ruler option. Right? If you can't see this ruler, so go to the view and enable this ruler. Right? Select, check this checkbox, right? To generate or will create or show the ruler, right? Right. Anyway, so I'll show you how to insert a number for this title, this heading, right? Click this option, I mean this text, and click numbering under the paragraph option, right? So then you can change your, I mean, paste the whole title in proper way, right? So after that, so you can update this heading, right? So right click on this one, update heading to max section, right? So now you have a problem because the table of contents took the number one, right? This number two and number three, but I want to have this one, introduction to number one, methodology number two, and I don't want to put any number to table of contents. Right? So that means we have to change this into another style, right? Another style. See, so once I update this one, now my table of content is also available under the table of content, right? So I don't want to insert this one. Right? So I have to create another style and different style. So first I will select normal and go to this place. I will this little arrow, click on that one and select create a style. Right? Go to here. It's in the home tab, right? Go to the home and then click on this icon, this small arrow, and then create a style. So now you can give a name. So I'll give it as a heading 0. Right. So now this is here. You can see my newly created style, right? So right click on this one and go to modify. So Times New Roman font size should be 14. of things right. Okay. And now I can select this one and select into heading 0. Right. So I will be able to follow these steps. Right? So I created a new style calling heading 0, right? And change this one into heading 0. So now when I click on this one, it will show. So I have used this heading 0 and the rest of the things have a different one. And when I click on this one, it has heading 1 and this has heading 2 and this one has heading 1, right? So again, I want to add a different numbering style to heading 2. So I can insert the this is heading 2. This one and update this to match. Right. Now my heading 1 has number 1. So first topic has number 1 and second one has number 2, third one has number 3. But I want to align these two. I mean, I want to set these two as first heading with 1 and second one with 1.1, right? So that means I have to select multi-level numbering to these heading styles, right? For that, go to this part, multi-level list. Click on that one. I will do this little arrow and select this option. So under this option, you can take number 1 for heading 1, number 1.1 for heading 2, number 1.1.1 for heading 3, like that. I'll select that one. Right. So I have this one. Right. Now I have changed this second one into the heading 2 style, and this is your heading 1, right? So yeah, all correct. And now I have to update the table of content. Thank you. Right. I can insert some dummy text here, right? Simple and 10. So that will go. So we can do those things. Now, the other part is I have to add different page numbers, right? For that, you can double click on this footer area, right? This one. And after you double click on this one, enable the footer area. So you will see this kind of ribbon, the header and footer, right? Go to the page number and bottom page. I can insert this one. Right. So, but when I apply this page number, you can see here the first page has page number 1, 2, 3, so right. So that means we have to we have to remove the page number from the first page and we have to change this into the Roman number 1 and we have to change this page into Arabic number 1, right? So for that, so you can first simply click on this one, link to previous. So you have to remove this option, right? That means you can separate or you can divide this section into two individual section, right? So first you have to remove this option, link to previous, and then select different first page. Right. So this one different first page, and you don't need to remove page. Bottom of the page. Right. Then we need to modify this page number. Go to the format page numbers and start one, and you can change the format into Arabic. Right. So now I have inserted Roman number 1 to page number 2, the second page. But I have removed this one. Right? Go to this one. Remove page numbers. Right. So you have to go to the first page and remove page numbers from that page. And then second one, so I have insert Roman number 1. And go to the third one. Remove the linkage, the link to previous one. So this is also a different first page. Right. Go to the formatting, right? Page number, format page numbers. So I want to use this format and start with 1. Right. Yeah, everything is fine. So we don't have inside a kind of a press. Yeah, we removed the. We have already removed the page number from the first page, and the second page we have applied a kind of a Roman number 1, and for the third section we have applied Arabic number 1. So after that, so I will add another page to this document. So check whether it's working. Page number 2 should appear right. Right. So you can bring the second page. Right. Right. So hope everything is fine, right? And so do we have any questions? So I'll repeat all the things in the next week because it's a very, we need critical several things, right? We're adding different page numbers and applying different style. All these things are very probably new to you, right? So yeah, I'll repeat all the things. I will. Well, anyway, try to apply, try to do all the things by yourself and get practice and practice to add different page numbers and divided your document into different sections and apply different type of styles and modify these styles uh, at home, right? So, so in the next week we have to complete all these things. I mean, so until we have completed until this point, right? This part. So now we know how to add a table of content, and we don't know how to add a list of figures, but we have to follow the same thing. I mean, like this table of contents, right? And then we have to add an image, caption, cross reference, citations, functions, equations, all these things. So we have to complete these things in the next week, right? So do you have any questions regarding this one? No, right. Time is 6:10, right? So yes, right. So we can do we have to upload this? No, no, we don't need to upload this one. And how to change CMR? I answered that question. So how to insert page numbers without the first page, right? Yeah. Now I think you know about that one. How to add two type of margins and first page. Right, right. Okay. Okay. Okay, then we can stop the class and yeah, see you in the next week. So, all right. Okay, then bye.